Good day, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. It's been a little minute. It's crazy that we've been living life so wrongly. And I say wrongly in the simple way that people aren't getting what they want out of life, right? For the most part, a lot of people just aren't getting what they want from life in some way, in one way or another. And they chalk it up to it just being the way it is, right? Just being the way that stuff happens on this planet, right? This is just, you know, life is hard, those type of things. Um, and it just keeps feeding into the whole victim mentality thing because people think that the power's outside of themselves. And in the way that we've been doing things on Earth as a human being, the way a human being actually should be, um, and that is to be tapped in with the being part of that human being. More people are focused on just the human side, and there's no attentiveness or anything to the spiritual soul side that you are. We're not a body. We're a light energy being, um, and this is all happening inside of ourselves. So, but just beyond that point, it's like if we're not living life the way we should, the way we came here to do, and that is like to be happy and be in a good vibration all the time. But when you do this, is when you start tapping into the way life really is, the way reality really is, and that is because you're tapping into an energy um, that reciprocates. Like you interact by speaking words into existence, by keeping your thoughts on the right things, keeping thoughts on what you really want and not on what you don't like. And then this energy source that you're talking to, it plays back, right? It's playing like a big game, like which shows that you are co-creating with something else that is of energy. And if you don't know that, then you live life from such a limited perspective of thinking you're only human and that everything is separate, and that causes all kinds of negative emotions and negative feelings that people just chalk up to being how life is. But life doesn't have to be that way when you really look and you're interested in finding out the truth of things. All I say is you just start talking to the ether around you because it's intelligent, just like you are. It is interacting with us based on how we see the world, based on how we perceive ourselves. If we start to perceive ourselves in good ways, talking to ourselves and speaking with ourselves as someone who really matters, someone who brings good things to the table, someone who is just a good person and has the well-being of all and others and all within their heart, and that's just naturally who they are. Yeah, don't know where I'm going with that. It's just when you start sticking up for your own self and start taking accountability for things that have happened, and maybe just because it was our limited perspectives on things, we didn't have the wisdom. We were doing the best with what we can, and that's what everyone has to go through, me included. But you have to get through those things by challenging your own beliefs that are not maybe that are maybe like keeping you in a certain place that you can't see a way out of or move from. Because there's it's more, like I said, it's just more perspective. It's all perspectives, and you can look at things from different points of view. So not what you think is truth is might not be necessarily the only truth. It might be an aspect of the truth, but the truth is multifaceted. There's many things you can look at, many angles you can bring into the equation, and then understand why they're there and what purpose they serve. Point blank though, the reason I even started this video was because just to let you all know, which if you're watching this, you probably know, and if this is the first time you've ever heard of something like this, I just challenge you to do what I say and engage with the universe around you like it is a tangible, intelligent being, because it might not be tangible in the ways we see things with our senses, but it is tangible in a sense of energy. You just got to get on the right page, right? You can't perceive it, because to get insight from the universe, the intelligent nature of everything around us, to get benefits from that, like to get we're always benefiting, but if our mindset is focused on something else, we might not see that we're getting benefit from it, because we're holding too many emotions towards this thing that maybe seems like it's getting in the way of all that. So sorry, I'm at the grocery store and I'm like overstimulated here for a second. I guess I don't know, just everybody moving around me. I was like, whoa, what's going on here? But all good. Everything's good. Everything's good because I say it's good, and the universe listens to me. I'm just once you tap into that frequency. Now it's a frequency that is absent of things that maybe keep you in a kind of a lower vibration, as in like talking about things that you don't like about what you have in your life, ailments, all these things that you think I can't do nothing about it. Well, we can't do nothing about it if you think you can't do nothing about it, right? And I'm not saying you can't get help from other sources outside of yourself, but it's all stemming from you. So once you clean up anything in your vibration that is absent of everything that is good, that makes you feel good, and it doesn't cause negative emotions. And I'm not saying you can't. People think when I say this that you just have to like say that your emotions. So they're like, "Oh, what you mean emotions don't matter? We're not supposed to feel our emotions?" No, we feel it. To even get to any of this level, you're you have to feel your emotions. You have to navigate that emotional field that you have, right? You have to know who you are by your emotions too, right? Some feelings and emotions are normal, but to say that we have to react a certain way to them and not respond to them, that's different. I think we're so reactionary as human beings, especially in a time now, that you can't, you know, you're not quiet enough. You're not quiet enough. And if you would just respond to certain things, me too, included, I'm talking to myself just as much as anyone else. When you get quiet enough and you respond to the emotions, you feel them out, you take space for yourself, then you get more in that high flying vibration, right? You're just because you know how to what the emotions are. They're a tracker of telling you, and this is probably hard for some people to hear too, but it's because you have to look at the emotions a different way. And if you've been brought up thinking they're a certain thing, you hold a lot of emotional weight to that usually, so it's hard to come off of that belief. But if you would just look at it from this angle, that we have the power to get the things we want, do all the things we want, be who we really are, and not sacrifice any of that, and still have success and be fulfilled in this life, and in ways more than we are experiencing without this understanding of self, right? So, yep, I think I'm done, guys. Just wanted to come on here and say what I wanted to say. Maybe all of it don't make sense. Might not be. I don't. It might not. I don't know. To me, it makes sense. It's all about the energy we have, the energy we put out, and we can be rewarded in a way of who we really are, like the benefits of how life can benefit to us, like how the energy of life itself is it can interact with us back and forth like an intelligent being. But you have to let go of beliefs that say we can't do that, right? Because that doesn't sound like anything we've known growing up, but it is. That's all I'm saying. And there's a better life out here. That's all. Just takes a bunch of willingness to let go of who you thought you were. But it's a beautiful thing, and yeah, just wanted to share my thoughts on this. So hope you're all doing great. I'll catch you on the next video. Hopefully it won't be as long as it's been, but it is what it is. Um, love you all. Thank you so much.